three, which everybody around baseball is covering and talking about.
Yeah, the trade candidates. And look at this list that we put together here.
These are hot guys who are available. And you got a couple of big-time closers at the top. Emmanuel Clase at Cleveland, who's being shopped. Suarez, who can opt out at the end of the season, although I'm not sure why he would leave San Diego, considering that A.J. Preller is responsible for saving his career. He was a guy who was in Mexico, went to Japan, nobody wanted, and they brought him here. The third guy is Mitch Keller. This is a really good, reliable second guy in the Pittsburgh rotation. Pittsburgh fan already pissed at ownership, should really be pissed if they trade Mitch Keller, but Pittsburgh thinks they can get a bonanza of young players for a guy that's very credible. The fourth guy is Joe Ryan. Now, he's under contract for 2 more years in Minnesota. I don't understand why the Twins would move him, but he is being shopped. Then there's Zach Gallen, who has been a warrior for Arizona, but he's not the same pitcher this year. Some velocity is down. Some people think maybe the best part of Zach Gallen has been the last couple of years, and going forward, he'll be in a downward cycle. I don't know what to make of Sandy Alcantara of Miami. He was highly regarded. It took him 2 years to come back from surgery on his elbow. He had a wretched first half of this season. His last 3 starts kind of look like the way he's pitched in Miami. And in Seth Lugo in Kansas City, the Royals are struggling to get to 500. He's got an affordable contract. He can opt out this year, which is why KC might trade him. Those are all pitchers on the left side of that column. The Dodgers want Clase. I was told Boston is bidding on Suarez. Keller could go to Toronto, could wind up a Met, could wind up a Yankee. Gallen, who knows where. Alcantara, Padres are interested in him, or you're swapping Alcantara's contract, which is big going forward, while you're ridding yourself of Cease. You'd be swapping contracts, getting maybe a younger pitcher, but a pitcher that's coming off surgery. So that's what's going on the pitching side of the chart. On the right-hand side, the bats. I don't know how Arizona trades a 36 home run hitter in Eugenio Suarez. I know he's not Gold Glove at third. He's more DH than he is legitimate third baseman. Guy's having a phenomenal season. How does Arizona face its fans if you trade that guy? Duran is the one that everybody's in on. He's the Red Sox young outfielder. He's about a 275 hitter. He can hit you 20 home runs. He's got speed. Padres are really intrigued with him. Maybe there's a Suarez and something else to Boston for Duran. But is Boston going to deal Duran if Suarez can opt out at the end of this coming season? So keep an eye on that. Stephen Kwan, do everything singles hitter, Cleveland, runs like hell, speed on the bases, plays a good outfield. Not a bad acquisition. You could get him at a lower cost. Cleveland's given up on Josh Naylor, who's headed for free agency. He's in Arizona right now. He's going to be shopped too. Arenado's statistics are way off the charts down, not what they were before. He's got $27 million owed next year and $27 the year after. Some of that is deferred money. Feeling is Arenado is going to be traded. I don't know if the Dodgers are going to take him. Maybe the Yankees. Sean Murphy can hit. Got some power in Atlanta. He's got multiple years left on his contract. Padres have interest, but that's a pricey contract for a 240 hitting catcher with a little bit of pop. I don't know that Murphy winds up here. The intriguing one is the younger third baseman Ryan McMahon in Colorado. Got power, can play third, might be a first baseman of the future. He's more affordable, obviously, than, say, Arenado is at third base. His name has been mentioned with the Dodgers, too. As it relates to Dylan Cease, I was told this morning that Toronto, the Yankees, the Mets are all in on Dylan Cease at this point in time. So if there's a transaction coming, it might be there, and the second transaction might be Suarez, maybe in a package to the Cubs or to the Boston Red Sox. But of course, that's all incumbent on these other pitchers that are out there, because the Mets and the Yankees and Toronto and the Cubs, they're all talking to these other teams about the other pitchers that are out there too. So that's the sum total of where we are as we go towards a trade deadline next Thursday. You're a baseball junkie. Flash those names back up there. Go ahead, pick a few names, make a few comments, John.
Well, it's interesting because Clase is a former Padre prospect, so he could come full circle and burn the team. But I see, like, Keller and Zach Gallen. I mean, that kid hella good. So it's interesting to see that he's on the trade block. Zach Gallen always reminded me of like Greg Maddux, a guy that knew how to pitch and was a very talented guy. I see guys on the right-hand side of that list, and you look at like Suarez is having a magical year, but he's really only a 2-month rental. I mean, after that, you don't know what you're going to get. Duran and Quan are not power hitters. I wouldn't, bet my World Series hopes on Naylor. Arenado could plug a hole for the Dodgers, but Murphy and McMahon are guys I wouldn't trade for. So, I mean, if I'm Preller, I don't know who of those guys I really want, as far as a hitter goes. But definitely, I could see the Dodgers going for Clase.
If I were King, if Preller gave me his credit card and keys to the office, I'd get Duran. Now, if it costs me Suarez, but what it does is it frees up money, and Duran is a 270 hitter who can hit 20 to 24 and run the bases. I think he's rock solid. And you put Duran in left with the kid in center and El Nino in right, that's pretty good outfield, is it not?
Yeah, it'd be a great outfield. But the thing is we need like a Greg Vaughn in left field. We need a dude that can muscle the ball over the fence. And I mean, I don't know if Duran's that kind of a player.
No, he's a 20 home run hitter. But a guy that hits 270 is better than anybody. The collection by committee is hitting 190 with no power.
Yeah, it's pretty hopeless in left right now.
Okay, so there we are on the trade deadline board. You got an opinion? Feel free. That Fans Forum chat box is open.